I had a pulmonary embolism. That was after my first surgery, and what had happened is I had been home 8 days after the original surgery, and it was the 11th day thereafter, and I was having a hard time breathing, just sitting in the chair at home, and I couldn't catch my breath. So I went to my local doctor, and they ended up sending me to the local hospital, and we did another nuclear scan there, and that showed a blood clot in my lung. And it ended up being very painful, and they did blood thinners, and that put me back in the hospital. What that ended up being was a factor V deficiency. It's a genetic trait that I've acquired from mom and dad, and it's not that uncommon, but it is a genetic trait, and we've since found that one of my sisters has also had this factor V deficiency, and it has to do with when it would be any time that you'd be in a resting situation where you wouldn't be moving. So for like that 11 days out of the hospital, I was sedentary at home, and I guess the blood clot would start in your leg, and then it would move up, and they can go to your lungs, your brain, and it's a fairly dangerous situation. So I am always on the watch for that, even now. With my fecal incontinence, I would say that that's a result of the carcinoid. It's pretty inconvenient. I can have diarrhea as many as 5-6 times a day, and that, with working schedules and things, is very, very inconvenient. Fortunately, I have an employer that's very understanding with that. I take a shot every 2 weeks. It's a sandostatin that slows my digestive tract down, and that has really helped a lot. I still have diarrhea on a regular basis, but it's nothing that I can't control with over-the-counter drugs such as Imodium, and I'm able to continue life pretty normal now. But before we started getting this shot, the sandostatin, it was kind of rough. With meeting other survivors, early on it was difficult. Then after the second surgery, or third surgery, the second surgery with the carcinoid, we sought out a support group, a carcinoid support group, and with that we've met many carcinoid survivors, and I attend their meetings probably 3-4 times a year, and they've been just a wealth of information. In fact, I found other doctors. There's 3 major specialists in the United States that treat carcinoid, and one of them's in Oregon, one of them's in LA, and one in New York. And since meeting this group of fellow survivors, they have turned me on to this doctor in LA that has really taken my treatments to the next level. And meeting survivors, I just think that it's a necessary part of the cancer survivorship. My name is Eric Nichols, and I'm a 5-year carcinoid survivor.